3 families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants.
Tell us everything about them.
The ivory towers are about to fall.
And when we're done,
Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, the partners are all that matter.
There's an issue.
of course there is.
Olivia's tracked the names mentioned by the Constant, and they're dead ends.
How dead?
Obituaries for all 3 have appeared online. Accidental death, heart failure, lung cancer.
They're covering their tracks. Faster than I thought.
A contingency plan of sorts. The Constant wasn't aware of it.
Seems they didn't tell him everything after all.
Something this big will leave traces behind.
The Constant says to follow the money.
Milton Fitzpatrick. The investment bank. It's a key Providence asset.
Which you worked for.
The director of the New York branch is a Providence operative. It's our best bet as a way in.
I'll tell the pilot to turn the plane around.
Right, gentlemen. Here's what we've come up with. The partners are transitioning between identities, but everything is so recent, the Milton Fitzpatrick bank records will still be intact. We've confirmed that the partners have active accounts there. However, the bank's records are remotely updated on a frequent basis. We may only have hours before any leads that could get us the new identities of the partners are gone forever. The data we need can be obtained in 2 ways. The bank's data core can be accessed through the basement vault, but getting inside the vault could be challenging. Alternatively, Bank Director Athena Savalas, Head of Security Mateo Perez, and Head of Accounts Fabian Mann each carry a partial backup drive with the data. We'll need all 3 drives to get the full data. Now, we cannot risk the partners discovering the data breach. Eliminating the bank's director, Athena Savalas, would sever the last remaining Providence tie to the bank and keep our activities hidden.
Okay, one more time. We break into the vault, extract the hard drive rack, and eliminate the director on the way out.
We.
You. Good luck, 47.
Okay, so hi, welcome to the channel, and if you haven't already seen it, this is the bank. Now, I left the intro clip in purely because I realised that there are going to be people who've got Hitman 2 but haven't bought the expansion pack, and because of that you're not going to be able to play it. So I thought I'll play the intro clip, that way at the very least people will get an idea. Unfortunately, my PS4 cuts out incredibly bad, so yeah, I can see already there's going to be some skip frames and whatnot, so sorry about that. Anyway, this was quite a good expansion map. It was not overly complicated, but it was also very narrow. There were only really 2 angles to get to the target, and that did disappoint me, so we're going to run through the playthrough. So I brought a briefcase with me. Inside is the Karma, the tranquilizer gun. And I've also brought with me a lockpick, and that is it because I can't bring a smuggle point in, and just because I've done it in previous videos I'm using 47's signature suit. So I'm going to get the Karma out and I'm going to just go along here. Now for the record, I brought the Karma with me, but I didn't use it. The reason why I brought it along with me is I thought I might need it when I got towards the target, but as it pans out I didn't need it. So you might be able to use it if you've got it, but if not, just bring coins, it'll make the route slightly easier for you. Or just bring a briefcase because you will need one at some point, as I pick one up there. So pull your pistol out, you need to shoot out that camera. And what we're going to do is go into the next room and we're just going to lockpick this door. We need to get a key card, and one of these 2 IT workers have got a key card, so we're going to get one of them inside by turning off this fuse box. So there we go, that grabs their attention. Then we're going to turn it back off just so that it doesn't go and, you know, the other guy doesn't come in and all that lot. So essentially just hide in this little box thing, wait until the guy comes in to check the fuse box, knock him out, put him in the box. You know the routine, I'm just going through it to be precise. So the idea is once we've got the key card, we can actually get access to the vault area. Now it's actually interesting because you go from trespassing here to non-trespassing when you're just outside the vault area to completely hostile once you get near the vault. So it was a funny little transition between the three phases. So as you see, I've got the empty briefcase, I've got the vault key card, and I've also got, well, I'm here, I'm just waiting to go through, so I can unlock it, there's nothing illegal about that, but as soon as you go through the doorway, you're in a hostile area, so just stay on alert. I'm using the Krugermeyer because it's the quietest pistol, but you should be able to get away with these sorts of shots with the Silver Bull or even the ICA-19, so pistol choice doesn't really matter. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to take this camera out here, and from here we're going to just crouch run across this little area, and we're going to use a lockpick to get some chloroform out of this, I don't even know what you call them, cabinet, that's it. So wait until it opens, grab the chloroform, and then we're going to gas that entire security room. So we've got a little gas thing here for the air ventilation, so put the chloroform inside it. If you want to, you could bring along emetic poison instead, but I advise against that because emetic or sedative poison, yes it would work, but honestly it's a waste of an inventory space when you've got the chloroform there. Plus a lockpick is always handy. So turn the ventilation on, then turn it off, walk inside. We're going to use the pistol to delete that, but you can just destroy it manually. Then as you can see right here, we've got a safe which we're going to use to get the vault key card. So I might have said the other vault key card before, but you've got 2 key cards now, just keep track of them. So that one, that'll open the vault up. So go out the door. I'm going to turn the ventilation back on just in case anyone happens to wander in there, that way they'll get gassed as well. So I don't know if you want to do that yourself, but I thought it was a nifty little thing. I like the idea of someone being nosy, seeing the body and going so yeah, if you want to try that, that's your call, but it's not necessary. So as you can see, the vault's opening. I thought this was really cool, but I couldn't help but chuckle when looking at it and thinking, really, we've just got one camera looking at it. You know, this must be one of the easiest banks to break into, but I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit harsh on them. Anyway, just gotta go straight ahead. The bit of data we need is in this little server, so we just pull it out. It is an illegal item, so that's why we bought the briefcase. We're going to just hide it inside, pick up the briefcase, and we can head out. So, from here we just need to get to the target. Now, I found her quite a pain because, as I say, there are 2 real avenues to get at her I found, and neither of them are that great. So it's about just sneaking, and yes, it's clean in one way, but I don't particularly like the way I had to go to kill her. So again, I will explain it when I'm near her, but for now, the idea is we're back in the bank area, it's non-trespassing, so we're fine. There's a security guard that's just about to come through this door. Sorry about the cut there, but all you have to do is wait until he walks through, then walk through yourself. Just make sure he isn't in your line of sight as you walk through. Go through these double doors, and you've got the couch here. Just crouch, walk around it, take cover to the side of the door and shut the door. That woman will come to investigate if you're a bit slow. Shut the door behind you as well. Take it easy at this point, and then you can sprint. So yeah, nothing too complicated at this point. We're going up the stairs, and what we're going to do is sneak through this room on the right. There are 2 guards in there, so just use the crouch to stay out of sight. That's a good position when they're both looking that way. Try and use the cabinet as cover, shut the door, then use the key card to unlock this door. We're going up, and we're going right up to the top, so you can walk, sprint, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, from here it is pretty simple to get in the target's line of sight, which is what we want. We're going to use peekaboo to kill her. Now she's in the room opposite, so we have got to go into the area in the room next door actually. So again, we've got a keycard locked door here. We're going to use the keycard here. We're going through the door. Now I dropped the briefcase here simply because I didn't know if I could get the peekaboo to work, so I thought leave that there, and that way if I have to distract her, I'm not going to accidentally throw the briefcase. So as you can see, I'm trying to use peekaboo already, but she was a bit ignorant. Well, I wouldn't actually say that, she wasn't ignorant, it's more just bad luck that she actually gained high interest in me once she got behind the pillar. So she turned just as she couldn't see me. It was a bit annoying. Anyway, this is why the Krugermeyer was handy, because I was able to use a pistol shot to bring her closer, and then that sort of generated enough interest. The trouble is, because she was still investigating the Krugermeyer shot, she was a bit slow to react to me. So again, I had to use peekaboo, just wait until it's at the height of the suspicion, and then she'll come over and investigate. Now, what I do wait here. Now, I think the idea is what happened here, to be honest. She walks into the room, she doesn't see anything, but then she sees the briefcase. So she's coming over to see the briefcase, which worked out quite well, because I was curious if she would come all the way. But when she does that, all you gotta do is crouch, subdue her, snap her neck, hide her in the cabinet, or do whatever you want. You can even leave, I bet. Don't think anyone comes in here. And that's it. Target eliminated. So from this point, all you gotta do is exit. Now, I'm wondering if I forgot something here, and I think I might have done. Let's just have a look at the goodies I picked up. No, I didn't forget anything. There is an exit nearer too. It's called CEO Exit, and it's literally just on the route we're going to take down, which is basically the route we came in on. So just pass by here, we're going down the stairs, and the exit is right at the bottom of these stairs here. But I hadn't got the key card. I don't know where the key card is right now, but I'm sure I'll find it in another playthrough. But yeah, I was a bit annoyed because I thought one of them was that, but obviously not. So yeah, we've got to go all the way back to the front of the bank, to be honest, and that is a bit of a slog. So you could be clever here and use the karma. You could use it to knock out these two. There would be a risk that that guard there who just happened to turn around would see you. It's not high risk, but there is still a chance. But it's your call. The beauty of the karma is you can subdue someone and no one will care as far as score's concerned. So I didn't use it. I could have used it. Equally so, I could have used it in a moment when I'm going to be in a position with two guards. So just run across here. Now what I decided to do, for some reason even now I'm still scratching my head over, is I placed the Karma down and I placed the Krugermeyer down. And what that did is it drew both guards away and I was able to walk down. In reality though, I should have just shot them both with the Karma and it would have been fine. So yeah, it wouldn't have been the simplest of shots because they are both looking in sort of line at one another, so I don't imagine they'd both been pleased if the other had been pacified, but I could have done it. But instead I thought, alright, I'll do it this way, I'll get them both to take a gun away and then it's less risk. The reason I'm explaining all this is you could probably shave 30 seconds off your time if you just use the Karma on both of them, especially if you're on PC, that should be much easier. Whereas if you're like myself and you're on console, there may be a slight delay as far as getting your aim sorted. So again, throw the briefcase just to get the attention. I grabbed the briefcase because the last thing I want is for them to take the briefcase, and yeah, then he just goes to take the gun away. So it was a little bit of faffing around that. I'm a little annoyed I didn't try and trank them, but no harm, no foul. So we're just going to wait for him to take the pistol away, and then we're in the clear because where they were standing, that's literally the end of the trespassing area. So just crouch through here even though you don't need to, and we're in the clear. Cameras are out, there's no super enforcers or anything who can catch us, so nice and easy playthrough. So, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and this route, please leave a like. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I have been looking on my statistics and there's a low number of people who actually subscribe to my channel after watching a video. So if you can be one of those nice people who do actually subscribe, I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video. This has been Josh from JJ's Productions. Until then, bye for now, folks.
Oh,